Hi, my name is Johnny Nguyen.
Hi, Joanne Down.
And last year we were honored to receive the Peggy Scholarship.
So my major is communications and I'm going to graduate this fall. And my goal is to actually get my MBA in strategic planning because I'm really good at planning and organizing. So that's something that I'm very interested in and would like to pursue in later.
My name is Johnny Nguyen. I'm a political science major here, a sophomore, and I'm very interested in the career law.
My name is Lasewan and my major is public health and I'm hoping to go into global health.
I'm Vietnamese American and my parents came over to the US in the early 90s. My mom's side of the family was sponsored by the US military to come over because my grandpa during the Vietnam War, he fought alongside the US.
So I am a Korean ethnic minority from Burma and Thailand, and we are a refugee in Thailand. And my parents came to United States in 2009 through a refugee resettlement program.
My background in ethnicity is Vietnamese American. My parents immigrated here in the early 90s, and they immigrated here for a better life, for free education, to kind of have the sense of solidarity that they can have a brighter future for themselves and as well as their family.
So one of the biggest obstacles that I overcame was during my sophomore year. My family was going through some issues, and to take the burden off of the problem, I wanted to pay for my own tuition. And without having work interfere with my schooling, what I did was go to school Monday to Thursday and then work as a CNA overtime on Thursday nights for 16 hours. And then an hour rest and go back to campus and work my on-campus student work-study job. So I would be working from 2 p.m. after class ended on a Thursday, and then ended my shift at 6 a.m. Took the light rail down to campus and started my next shift at 8 a.m.
The biggest obstacle for me that started here when I came to United States in 2009, not knowing any language, and then I was sent to be a junior in high school. That was the biggest challenge, but through Aurora Lights program, the health science program in my high school, I have met friends who encouraged me and a teacher who supported me throughout my English problem, like learning English process and everything. So that's one of my biggest until today. So here I am, the first one in my family to be in college.
One personal obstacles that I had to overcome, I felt, was the obstacle of feeling that you weren't part of the whole system. I noticed a lot of times in politics and the law, I'm kind of sometimes the only Asian American there. That could be a little difficult because I feel like I don't fit the quota or match what everyone else is doing. However, I started to notice that my ethnicity is more of an asset rather than a defect. And with that, I utilize it to understand and advocate for my community and to kind of break this glass barrier that we have in our social structures.
The $500 scholarship helped me last summer, and it's going to also help me this summer because last summer I did not work, but I only worked as an internship, and paid internship. The scholarship helped me to pay for my books and my book supplies and school supplies and everything. And then this summer also, because of $500 scholarship, I was able to save up the money that I worked for it and to go to my mission trip this summer.
The scholarship from Peggy, it helped me a lot fund my trip for Washington, D.C. as an intern there this past summer. This past summer I interned with the White House Initiative on Asian American Pacific Islanders and the Office of U.S. Secretary Tom Vilsack in the Department of Agriculture. With that money I received from the scholarship really helped make my trip a lot easier, as everything in Washington, D.C. is a lot more expensive and it's hard to live out there. And so with the scholarship it made it a lot easier for me to learn and open a lot more doors for me. There's a couple stories about me right now on the web. I was on the front page for the CU Denver homepage for about 2 weeks, and it was titled Johnny from Denver to DC and Back. It was a story about my internship out there and my pursuit with politics. And there's a few stories of me with the CU Century, which is a student newspaper, where they interviewed my current work in politics in Denver right now.
So with the $500 scholarship, that helped me a lot with my tuition during the fall. So that helped me with some of my classes, and that took the burden off of me and the work and everything. So I'm very thankful for that. And over the summer, in summer 2015, I was actually lucky enough to study abroad in South Korea. And I learned so many new things and experienced so many amazing things. I also wrote a blog post about it for the university. If you type in CU Online, how online can work with your schedule, I have a little excerpt about my temple stay over in South Korea. And yeah, that is what I did over the summer.
I think people should apply for the Peggy Lord Scholarship because it kind of shows what we need in our Asian American community. A lot of times our Asian American community gets kind of pushed to the side as a community that doesn't need a lot of help, but with people applying to the Peggy Lord Scholarship, it really leads a number, substantive measure of how many students actually need the scholarship, and all the reasons in their essays can be shared with other people who are looking at the scholarship, and it shows that our Asian American community needs a lot of support that we're not getting right now. And so I really encourage a lot of students to apply to the Peggy Lord Scholarship because the scholarship will open a lot of doors for you, and if, let's say, for the worst case scenario, you don't receive it, you've still done a lot of good for the Asian American community because you shared your story with us and helped us grow as all together. And I really encourage the donors who want to give to the Peggy Lord Scholarship because there's not a lot of scholarships out there specifically for Asian Americans at CU Denver. There's a lot of diversity scholarships, but it's tailored out to all the other ethnic cultures. We really need something that's really focused for our Asian American community because we're in dire need for help.
There's a few reasons why I think you should apply for this scholarship, even though a lot of people will say they just small amount. But for me, it has helped me not only just the money, the financial help, but it helped me introduce me to a lot of people that through this scholarship. That's why I think it's building a connection, building a community, coming together as an ethnic minority. They're coming together to get introduced to one another. It's one of the most important things that I think you should apply for this scholarship.